has that kind of grungy working class rock and roll sort of thing about it, but I think in the last 10 years it's become a little bit more sophisticated and a little bit more diverse, and it's really fantastic. I think even more so in the last 5 years, I guess, there's some really good Wollongong talent that's getting recognised nationally and being able to tour nationally and internationally to boot. So I think it's a pretty exciting sort of time.
I even think back to 5 years ago when I wanted to first open a cafe, and there was no specialty coffee in Wollongong at all. It was just Lee and me. And I think about the past 5 years, the amount of cafes that have opened, it seems like every few weeks a new bar or a cafe is opening, and people are choosing to stay in Wollongong rather than move away and do exciting things like this. So I think, yeah, it's becoming a hub for like sick cafes and bars at the moment. This generation at the moment seems to be really invested in Wollongong, much more than it used to be, really. Sydney doesn't appeal to me. I feel like in Wollongong, the reason I wanted to open a cafe so much was because of the community, and there is like a family kind of environment. When you walk into a cafe, everyone knows you, you know all the baristas, you know the staff, and I feel like that doesn't really happen in Sydney as much. Maybe naive of me to think that, but I really like the community vibe and the personal relationships between the customers and all of our staff. I mean, in the past even 6 months, I've seen so many of the older places closing down, which sucks. But there is new and exciting things popping up, and I think it's making everyone want to lift their game and be more creative, and you just can't settle now.
Sure, if it was how we perceived ourselves or other people doing that for us, but there seemed to be this idea that Wollongong was a cultural desert, sort of talking about, there's a steelworks there, so, people can't paint stuff or play stuff or just do cool shit. Like, we live geographically in one of the most beautiful parts of the world. We're levelled enough that we have steelworks, and we have a working force that is unashamedly real, and we can still sit and enjoy a latte wearing a silly hat. So it's kind of all right.